Okay, so from here, we're just going to do an exercise called side to side, which is going to be a lovely massage for your back muscles. The muscles that are on either side of your spine, those are that group are referred to as the erectors. And so from here, you're going to just pull your belly in and tuck your tailbone under and press your lower back into the roller. So feel from your lower back all the way up to your upper back. You have a very strong connection to the roller. And then you're just going to shift side to side. So slowly shifting from one side to the other side without falling off. And when you go to one side, you can gently look in the opposite direction. You can bring your arms a little closer to you to help support you. This helps to work out some of the tension we may be holding in the back. Good. And then from here, just gently roll off to one side. Just push the roller off to the side for a moment. And just enjoy being flat on the mat for a moment. Enjoy this kind of sinking, melting feeling. I feel like my body is melting into the mat. Okay. So now let's do a nice little stretch for your hip flexors. So you're going to take your roller, place it underneath your legs, hands on the roller. Your legs will be about shoulder width apart. You're going to press down through your feet to lift your pelvis and just pull the roller back, and so the roller is right underneath your sacrum bone. And then the hands are on the roller. So from here, let's stretch out this right hip flexor first. So let's just bring the left knee in towards the chest. Hold on to your left knee with your left hand and go ahead and stretch that other leg long, or as long as you can comfortably reach it. Pull your belly in and feel your lower back pulling down towards the floor, and just feel this wonderful stretch along your hip flexors and maybe a little bit of your quad, but mostly your hip flexors. Your psoas muscle, your iliacus. And just take some deep, deep breaths here. Good, let's change sides. Bring the other knee into your chest. Lengthen the other leg. And just notice if one side is tighter than the other, maybe more restricted. Good. Now let's change legs again. And now we're just going to add a nice gentle twist. So we pull the left leg in, we can stretch that right leg long, I'm going to take my right hand to my left leg. My left hand's going to go to the roller. And I'm just going to gently pull the left leg across the body. And just going into a nice little twist. Trying to keep my shoulders heavy on the mat. And feeling this nice twist, stretching out the low back as well as the hips. Good. Now coming back to the center, you may have to readjust your roller a little bit. Let's change legs. Pulling the leg across the body, keeping the opposite shoulder nice and heavy on the mat, going into a twist that's comfortable for you. You might even hear some snap, crackle, pop sounds of your spine. You're giving yourself a nice little adjustment. Good, coming back to center. And then let us place the feet down. And then now let's lift the hips and just push the roller away. And then let's take it out. Let's sit ourselves up. And now we're going to massage muscles on the body with the roller. So we're going to start with the back. So you're going to take your roller and you're going to lower your torso down. And you want to make sure that you don't lower the roller onto your lumbar spine. Go a little bit higher toward your thoracic spine. And then from here, the way I like to do it is have my feet flat on the floor. I like to take my hands behind my head, hold on to the head, and I lift my hips up, and I pull towards my heels, and then I push towards my head. So rolling through the spine, going towards the upper back, and then towards the middle back. Take your time, just take some nice deep breaths in and out as you do this. And you'll also notice that it's a little bit of a strengthening and stretching exercise for your legs. You might feel it in your glute muscles a bit and in your hamstrings. And maybe even a nice stretch through your quadriceps. Good. Then what I love to do is go to my middle of my back. I like to drop my hips down and then allow my head to go back and just open up that thoracic spine. Taking the spine into extension. And then I use my hands to nod my chin to the chest and lift my head up and then lift myself up. Okay, so now let's focus on the legs. So let's massage the quadriceps for a moment. So you're just going to take your roller, bring your thighs down to the roller, and you can go to like the middle of your thighs, and you come onto your forearms, and then you're just going to roll forward and back over your thighs, going towards your groin and then down towards your knees. Try not to roll over your knees. Just going back and forth, gently, slowly, with your legs long. You can also bend your knees. This is nice too, because then you're massaging the muscles when they're lengthened as opposed to them being shortened. When your legs are straight, your quadriceps are shortened, but when they're bent, then they're longer. So it's just another way to engage with the muscle tissue. Good. So from here, we're going to work on the inner thigh muscles. So what we can do is, let's keep the left leg straight. Turn the right leg out. So you're going to feel your right foot come in towards your other leg, and then you're going to just roll back and forth. And as you roll back and forth, you're also rolling over your quadricep of your left leg and the inner thigh muscles, your adductor group on the right leg, which is great. Ooh, it's a little tender. You might feel a little tenderness there. Let's do the same thing on the other leg. So turn one leg out, keep one leg straight, parallel, and just roll forward and back. Up and down the muscles. And these muscles can be tight because very often we spend a lot of time sitting in chairs, sitting in the car. And so our quadriceps and our hip flexors can be tight and accustomed to being in that shortened position. Good. All right. So sitting on a meditation cushion, if you have it, or a yoga block, you could even do it in a chair. Maybe you could even do it in the bed with your feet on the floor. And let's just do some simple breathing, belly breathing. So place both hands on your lower belly. You can soften your gaze, or you can even close your eyes if you'd like to. And just take a nice deep breath in through your nose and feel your abdomen expand. Exhale out through your nose and feel your abdomen soften. Again, breathing deeply, taking some of the deepest breaths you've taken all day. Exhaling out. Just being a witness to your breath. And noticing the quality of your breathing. Let's take 2 more deep belly breaths. Good. Now keep one hand on your lower belly, place the other hand on your chest, and let's do some wave breathing. So as you inhale, feel your abdomen expand, and then your ribs, and then lastly your chest, and then exhale, soften your chest, your ribs, and then your belly. Again, take a deep breath in, breathing into your belly, your ribs, and then your chest. And then exhale, soften your chest, your ribs, and your belly. Let's take 2 more breaths like this. Watching the breath move in and out of you like an ocean wave. Beautiful. And relax your arms down. So again, taking deep breaths are a wonderful way to relax the body, relax the nervous system, regulate yourself, especially if you can stretch out your exhale so it's a bit longer than your inhale. Like say breathing in for 5 counts and breathing out for 7 counts. Doing that multiple times has a profound effect. And this movement of the belly, let's talk about that for a moment also. This movement of the belly as you breathe is a great way to massage your internal organs just by the movement of the diaphragm. Yeah? Okay. So now let's move on to the wave. So for the wave, I'm going to bring my feet together. Yeah, I'll do that. And then the hands on the knees. And then from here, we're just going to bend forward from your hips, opening your chest, looking forward, and then dropping your head, curling the spine, tailbone curls under, and then you stack your spine on top of your hips. Kind of like that roll down that we did before at the beginning of the class. So you bend forward from your hips, open your chest, keep the gaze lifted, and then drop your head, look towards your belly, round your spine, slowly roll up as you inhale. And exhale as you bend forward. Again, rolling up. Inhale. And exhale. Bending forward. Take your time. And as you do this and as you roll up, just make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Shoulders are just relaxed away from your ears as you roll up. Good, and let's do the same thing but in reverse. So we bring the chin to the chest. We roll down. And then we lift the head, lift the back, lift the heart, sitting tall, deep breath. Exhale, slowly rounding forward. Inhale, lifting up tall. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding forward. Let's do this twice more. Last time. Sitting tall and relax. Okay, so now let's do dog wags its tail. So I'm going to cross my legs for this one. And then from here, dog wags its tail, we just do a little side bend. So we shift the weight side to side. So rocking on your sits bones and your pelvis. And then we just allow the ribs and the spine and the head to go, move in the opposite direction of where we're leaning. Just taking nice deep breaths in and out as you rock side to side, keeping the shoulders relaxed and really just moving from the center of your body. Good, and then slow it down until you are still. All right, so now let's do a little gentle twist. So I'm going to take my left hand to my right knee. I'm going to push my arm against my right knee. I'm going to take the other arm down, lift up nice and tall, and then rotate the spine, looking over the opposite shoulder. Just taking a deep breath in and out. Coming back to center. Right hand to left knee. Sitting tall. Deep breath and exhale, rotating the spine. Looking over the opposite shoulder. Really twisting away from this opposite hip. Coming back to center. Let's do that again. And center. Other side. And center. Okay. So now we're going to do a nice gentle stretch for the legs, but also we're going to guide and direct Qi down through the legs. So one leg is straight, the other leg is bent. And then we take one hand, so my right hand to my right leg, and I'm just going to take my other hand right alongside my face. And I'm going to lift my chest and just rotate my spine away from that leg. I take a deep breath. And as I exhale, I bring this hand down towards the leg as I start to turn towards the leg. And then I gently reach this arm long all the way down to the foot. And then I bring the hand back to the face. I open the chest, I rotate the spine, I take a deep breath. And exhale. So I'm guiding energy down the inside of the leg along those yin meridians of your leg. Let's do this twice more. One more time. Good, and then you can just place your hands either on the leg or on the floor and just stretch. Feeling the stretch at the back of the leg, the inner thighs, as well as the back. Rolling up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Open the chest, spiraling the spine. Take a deep breath. And then exhale. Reach that arm down the leg. Inhale. Lift. Spiral. Open up the chest. Exhale. Spiral and reach down the leg, going to that stretch. Let's do this 3 more times. One more time. And let's just hold the stretch for a moment. And gently rolling up. And then bringing the legs in.